Are you lonely? Looking for some compassion or friendship, or maybe a little more? You could go out to a bar or a club or a party and meet someone, but that's hard and not doable for everyone. So today, I'd like to talk to you about Tinder. This is a dating app you can get for your phone. Tinder is available for all people, gay, lesbian, bisexual, or wrong. Doing a dating app can be hard. I mean, you're not meeting this person in person. How do you do it? You might think this is an alien concept, there's no way I could do it, but the thing is, Tinder's like real life, except even better. In real life, you're at a bar and you say, they look attractive, I'm attracted to them. But you don't know if they're attracted to you. With Tinder, you ensure the only people you're talking to are mutually attracted. You might be wondering, how do I get started on this crazy app called Tinder? Well, the first step are your pictures. Make sure you have multiple pictures of yourself. And make sure it's not a group picture. I want to know I'm looking at you, not your friends, because they might be more attractive and I'll be disappointed when I find out it's you. Am I speaking from experience? Oh man, pictures? I've got a bunch of funny ones. Here are some tips on your pictures. First, make sure you have a couple pictures of yourself, smiling, well lit, with no sunglasses or hat on. Second, make sure that you have some pictures with other people. You don't want to seem like you don't have any friends because that might turn someone off. They might say, alright, there may be a reason this person doesn't have friends. Maybe I don't want to meet up with them. You want to make sure you have pictures that highlight your interests. Maybe there's you in the woods at a camping trip. Maybe there's you at a concert. Something that shows that you have fun, you do things, you're interested in things beyond yourself. And then, you can have a couple quirky pictures or fun pictures, but don't make them all quirky or fun, because that's weird and bad. The second step for Tinder is your bio. Once your pictures have attracted people, they want to get to know who you are. I've got the perfect bio. My interests include coffee, food, travel, love Netflix, and dogs. My favorite show, I'm gonna put in a nice solid quote from there. Bears, Beats, and Battlestar Galactica. And if you can't handle me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best. Here are some tips for your bio. Make sure it highlights who you are. It's supposed to give the person some information about who you are, what you like, what you do. For instance, coffee and food are not hobbies. Everyone has to eat. That's not something unique to you. If you like to cook, congrats, that's a hobby that's interesting. Netflix is not a hobby. Everyone uses it, everyone watches things. What do you like to watch? What are your favorite genres? Give more information. You like to travel? Congratulations, I only like to stay in one place forever. Oh, and your hobby is dogs? Make sure you're not using any cliches in your bio. It's not unique, it's not interesting, and then don't put quotes from TV shows. That's not your humor. I don't get to know who you are, but you should get to be yourself more in your own bio. If I wanted to date the people who write The Office, I'd date them. Now that you have your pictures in your bio, you're ready to get started. Start swiping. A right swipe means that you think this person is attractive. A left swipe is if you don't think they're attractive. Swiping up is a super like, which means, wow, I think they're very attractive and I want them to know I swiped right on them. Or, it's also, whoops, I accidentally went up. Now we're on to step 3, talking to people. This step is a little bit harder because it's not about you anymore, it's about the other person, which may be the issue you were facing before. Now you've got to think of, what is my first message? Here are some tips for having a conversation. First, don't start with hey. That does not engage the other person at all. It puts in the least amount of effort. And if you don't care, why should they? Why not start with a question like, hey, how was your day? Or you like to cook too? You can also use a pickup line. All right, here's my opening line. I've got the F, the C, and the K. Now all I need is you. No, not like that. Your pickup line wants to be something cute and creative, but not something too flirty or sexual. That may turn them off immediately. Remember, Tinder is an app that's more than just for hookups. It's for everything, relationships, friends, networking. So you gotta make sure that who you're talking to is also feeling that before you just jump into it. Here's a good pickup line. If you were a fruit, you'd be a pineapple. It's cute, it's kind of flirty, but it's not too sexual. You're starting to make conversations with many different people. Make sure these conversations give you more information about who they are. People love talking about themselves. So if you can get them to start talking about themselves, you're on your way. So, how's Tinder been going for you? Man, Tinder is going great. I've been talking to this person for like a couple weeks now. Uh-oh, you've run into another issue. Step 4 in Tinder is meeting up in person. Talking to someone on an app is great, but that's not the point of Tinder. It's to meet up with people, or at least a date, or whatever. So, when you start a conversation with someone, you should sort of have a few questions, have a little bit of a conversation, and then move on to, so when are you free? Can I have your number? What's your Snapchat? Let's meet up. Tinder is not an app for conversation. If you're using it like that, you're wasting your time and you're probably wasting your battery. So next time you're on Tinder, remember these tips, because then you may get the tip.
Warning, you may not get what you want from this, but it's better than being alone.